Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about why you should watch that anime Erase. Erase is about a guy who gains the power of time travel. Never really explained. His name is Satoru. So he goes back to save a girl named Kokai, as she is one of the three victims that eventually die at the hands of a murderer, which turns out to be his teacher. Spoilers. At the end of the anime, she's one of three girls. Now, he goes back to save her as he thinks this is his regret and his childhood crush. Now, that girl Kokayu, I'm butchering her name because I do not like her. He falls into a coma for about 20 years. His body still grows, of course, but on the effect of getting his teacher in jail and also trying to save all the girls that have died in the past, he ends up in a coma because he ends up in ice cold water, ice freezing lake, which impels him, gives him knocks him out, gives him a coma. His mom takes care of him for all those years, and eventually he wakes up. Now, he wakes up to throw his teacher in jail, as no one thinks the teacher did it, as the teacher is still playing people like a fiddle. Why didn't the teacher just go back and commit the same crimes? Because he would have. Especially if my main competition's in a coma. Come on. Anyway, Tatsu goes back and successfully tries to get all three girls, not killed. This is like the major regret of his childhood. Of course, Satoru, thinks that this is, in his first life, he is a manga artist or works at a company, and he thinks that is not how his life is supposed to be, as he thinks Kokayu, or the girl in his past, was supposed to be his maiden, or at least what if things turned out differently, as it haunted the town, the people, knowing that these three innocent girls just passed, were murdered so viciously. So, he just goes back and stuff. Now, a lot of stuff in this anime that you want explained won't get explained. Never really explained time travel. It explained his version of the time travel. He has to go back because of his emotional connection. So he can go back for sure. It changes the future. He could go back and forth. Eventually he gets stuck in the past because of the coma. Now, never really explained how he can time travel. Like, the power's never explained. So you throw that out the window. You just gotta take it for what it is. It's a guy that had a lot of regrets. He could see himself as a hero, see himself doing something for once with his newly found power, which was time travel, to save those three girls that were brutally murdered. Now, within that, he also has to live out his childhood again and get close to them. Now, the girl that he gets close to, he eventually likes, of course, childhood. Now, whatever you think about that is whatever you think. He a grown man transferred into his child body to save this one girl from being killed. Of course, whatever you think. He isekai'd himself, right, to the past. Now, with saying that, it is a beautiful love story, and of how someone can, if, the question of, if you had a chance to do it all again, would you do some things differently? The guy said yes, 100%, because he used his power to save someone, not for his own selfish desires, not to chase his, not to chase his dreams. Of course, if any one of us had the power of time travel, we would obviously change certain decisions we made in the past. But the decisions we made in the past, deep quote, is the ones that made us who we are. So, if we had a chance, you gonna go back and try to save the people that you care about. Not do anything for yourself, which Satoru does. And, he lets all three women grow up. He lets the main one that he liked, move on with her life, push on with her life, gets a baby. And I'm so sorry. I hate that girl. I hate that woman. Grow up. Pull up to the site. He like, oh, you woke up. I got a baby now. I got a husband now. I couldn't just wait for you to wake up. Girl, I went back for you. You ain't supposed to be here if it wasn't for me. And you telling me, after I did all that when I was 12, grown men weren't out here doing this. I was 12 years old. That you is gonna do that? Nah. So I mean, the ending's a little bit messed up, as he really doesn't get the emotional payoff towards anything. Of course, especially, well, the emotional payoff at the end of the anime, of course, is that he works with this girl. Now, I'm not gonna tell you who she is. He works with this girl, and this girl has a natural affection to Satoru. Satoru really doesn't think so, as he thinks his life is in the dump. But eventually, he realizes this girl has feelings for him, and they meet again at the end of the show, saying that, oh, they were always meant to be together in one lifetime or in another. So it's very beautiful with that. You know, the girl he went back to save really wasn't meant for him, but I still hate her, and you'll hate her too once you watch the show. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.